Last month, I sent my grandmother 10,000 rupees for her birthday. She thanked me on the phone. But something felt off. 2 weeks later, I visited her. And you know what I found? All the money I'd sent over the past year, sitting untouched in her drawer. Every single rupee. Along with the expensive gifts. Still in their boxes. I asked her why. And what she said broke me. I have everything I need. I just needed to know you still remember me. That moment changed everything, because I realized I was solving the wrong problem. We think our grandparents need money, need gifts, need things. But I discovered there are 5 things they desperately need from us. And money isn't one of them. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what your grandparents are silently craving. And what you can do about it today, because one day, you'll have all the money in the world, but no grandparent to give it to. Number 1, they need your presence, not your presence. I know what you're thinking, but I'm busy. I have work. Trust me, I get it. But research from Stanford University found elderly people who receive regular in-person visits have 70% lower depression. 70%. Your grandmother doesn't need fake expensive gifts. She needs you sitting next to her for 30 minutes. I started an experiment. Every Sunday, instead of sending money, I just showed up. The first time, she cried. Because nobody just visits anymore, and here's what I noticed. She would replay our conversations throughout the week. That 30-minute visit gave her content for the entire week. Meanwhile, that expensive gift I sent, still in the closet. Because things don't create memories. Presence does, so here's your action step. Schedule it right now. Block off time this week, even 20 minutes. Show up, sit down, be present. Because years from now, you won't remember the gifts you sent. But you'll desperately wish you'd had one more conversation. Number 2, they need to feel useful. Your grandparents spent decades being needed. They were the providers, the decision makers, the go-to people. And then one day, nobody needs them anymore. Harvard Medical School did a 20-year study and found that elderly people who feel useful live an average of 7 years longer. 7 years. Just from feeling needed. Here's what I started doing. I stopped doing things for my grandmother and started doing things with her. Instead of cooking for her, I asked her to teach me her recipes. Suddenly, she's the expert. She's teaching. She's needed. When something broke, I asked her advice first. Grandma, what should I do? You should have seen her face. Light up. When elderly people say I'm fine, I don't need anything. What they're really saying is, I don't want to be a burden. But the moment you ask them for help, everything changes. So this week, ask your grandparent to teach you something. Anything. A recipe. A skill. Advice on something you're struggling with. Give them back their purpose. Number 3, they need to be heard, not managed. This one hit me hard. Because I was so guilty of this. I used to finish my grandmother's sentences. Cut her stories short. Check my phone while she talked, and I justified it. She repeats the same stories anyway. But here's what I didn't understand. When they repeat stories, they're not checking if you remember. They're checking if you still care enough to listen. Every repeated story is a test. Do I still matter to you? Think about when you were a kid. You'd tell your grandparents the same story 10 times. And they listened every single time. Like it was brand new. They never said, you already told me that. They never checked their phone. They gave you their full attention. Because you mattered. Now, we can't even give them 5 minutes without scrolling. I made a rule: when my grandmother talks, Phone goes face down. I sit. I listen. I ask follow-up questions. Next time your grandparent tells you a story you've heard before, listen like it's the first time, because one day, you'd give anything to hear that story one more time. The story was never the point. The connection was. Number 4. They need to feel relevant to your current life. Imagine being the center of your family's universe. Everyone came to you, and now your grandkids talk in words you don't understand. They have jobs you can't explain. You've become a spectator in your own family. That's what happens to most grandparents. Here's what changed things for me. I started explaining my world to my grandmother. Grandma, I work in social media. Here's what that means. I asked her opinion. I'm thinking about changing jobs. What do you think? Not because she understands corporate culture, but because her wisdom still applies. Principles don't age. Technology changes, but human nature timeless. Your grandparent dealt with difficult people. They made tough decisions. Their context is different, but their wisdom is gold. Include them in your decisions. Share your problems. Show them your world. Explain your job, because when you include them in your present, they don't feel stuck in the past. And number 5, this is the big one. They need to know they won't be forgotten. This is the secret fear that keeps elderly people up at night, not death. They've made peace with death. It's erasure. Being forgotten the moment they're gone. Your grandmother isn't scared of dying. She's scared of becoming invisible before she dies. She's terrified that when she's gone, all her stories, all her wisdom, dies with her. That she become just a name. A fading photograph. So here's what you do. Record them. Video, audio, whatever. Just record them. Ask them questions. What was your childhood like? How did you meet Grandpa? What's the hardest thing you ever overcame? Tell them stories about them. Grandma, remember when you taught me to tie my shoes? I still do it your way. I promise you, their face will light up. Because you're proving they mattered. That their life had impact. That they're unforgettable. The greatest gift you can give your grandparents isn't money. It's proof that their life story will outlive them. So there you have it. 5 things your grandparents actually need. 1. Your presence, not presence. 2. To feel useful. 3. To be heard, not managed. 4. To feel relevant. And 5. To know they won't be forgotten. Money can't buy any of these. But your time can give all of them. So here's your challenge. Pick one of these 5. Just one. And do it this week. Comment below which one you're choosing. And if this video changed your perspective. Share it with your siblings. Your cousins. Because somewhere, someone's grandparent is sitting alone right now. Hoping someone remembers they exist. Let's change that. I'll see you in the next video, and hey, maybe call your grandparents before you click away. They're probably waiting.